claims he paid Victoria back in cash.
What kind of work do you do, Mr. Stanworth?
Consulting.
Consulting what?
I work for the Sundance Film Festival once a year. When the movies come up there, I set up events at the Sundance Film Festival for certain companies that come in. I present them marketing ideas. If they want certain events such as poker parties.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Stanworth? You're double talking me.
That's consulting. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
And did you file a tax return this year?
Yes, I did.
How much did you earn?
$85,000.
Doing what?
I consult. These people here in LA pay very good money for setting up events. Indie Film Festival. I set up all their poker parties. I also did a celebrity poker tournament
Where
up
do
there.
you live here in LA?
I don't live here. I live in Salt Lake City.
And what you're telling me is you have clients here who paid you $85,000 to do consulting work for the Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, but you put a lot of work in. You set up the events. The 2 years before that, I made $250,000.
What you're telling me is that you do that for a one-time event at the Sundance Film Festival.
It's a one-time event, and sometimes I get to go to...
You know, I have trouble believing these stories that sound very bizarre to me.
Well, that's what I do, and I also, through there, you get other events such as the Super Bowl. You can do Super Bowl parties, Kentucky Derby.
Not can do. I didn't ask you what you can do. I asked you what you do.
And that's what I do, Sundance Film Festival, and I do other things. I set up parties for other people.
Good. You're following this.
I'm hearing it. Yeah. All right. It's work. It's work, and you know what? People pay well to have a good time, and you know, sometimes you do charity events, sometimes you do other things, but it's work.
Ever gamble?
Yes, I do.
What kind of gambling?
World Series of Poker is going on right now. I'm here missing it. It's in Vegas for a month.
What other kind of gambling?
Pretty much poker. I bet on sports. Did well on the Lakers, beating the Jazz this year. No, did quite well. I was in Vegas for that. Won a lot of money. The Jazz were favored. Lakers were a better team.
That way you'd have a lot of cash.
Yes, I do, and I deal in cash.
You have a debit card.
Yes.
Which means that you have a bank account.
Yes, I have 4 accounts.
And when you have a bank account, you have checks.
No, I actually do not have checks. Only for my NMP consulting. Only my consulting business.
How old are you?
32.
Why wouldn't a 32-year-old man who earned $250,000 the year before and $85,000 this year have checks and instead keep all of his money in cash and pay his bills in cash?
Just the nature of my business. Gamblers, we keep a lot of money in cash.
That's the way of talking.
Yes, we keep a lot of money.
Consulting people don't. Because consulting people are not paid in cash. Consulting people are paid by businesses by check.
I have checks deposited into the business account.
And?
I write checks from the business account for materials for business gigs that I do.
And how are you paid from the business, sir?
I pay myself.
With what?
I transfer money. I transfer money. So.
You see, you almost tripped over your tongue, Mr. Stanworth.
Oh, no, I transfer money.
You write a check.
No, I don't write a check. I transfer from one account to the next, and that's considered writing a check online when you transfer banking fees.
So, you transfer money into what account?
My personal checking.
Your personal?
Checking.
Checking!
And savings.
When you have a checking account, you have, what do you have when you have a checking account?
Checks.
Checks.
But I chose not to have checks. I use my check card as my checks.
You know, my problem is I believe her just slightly more than I believe you. I mean, I know you're a hustler.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a hustler. I know that that's how you make your living. You're a hustler. But I can't figure her out, you know? But I really don't get her right away. But I know one thing. A lot of stuff is charged here, and she's not asking for all that money.
No.
Because she says that you paid her a good portion of it.
Yes.
I mean, on one she says you paid her